Welcome to St Ives School of Painting's How-To series. Short lessons taken from our longer online courses, designed to help you build confidence and skills in drawing and painting, one focused exercise at a time.
Okay, so now normally speaking, when I do a course, I show people this bag. You might be thinking, well, it's a very nice bag, but what's that got to do with anything? The reason is that if we look at this particular colour, now this is as close to permanent rose as you're going to get pretty much. It's very, very intense colour. And what happens is that when we perceive something, the colour goes through the rods and the cones in our eye, and it feeds into the optic nerve. And what the optic nerve does is after a while, it will flip that information, and what we will see is the complementary colour of this pink. Now, this is particularly important when you're trying to paint something, anything actually, in fact. If you're in the middle of a painting and there's a colour there and you want to knock the intensity back, you need to know what the complementary colour is. So whatever that colour is, it might be blue, it might not be a very intense colour. If you look at that colour long enough and then avert your eyes to a white background, you will see the optic nerve will have flipped it. You will see the complementary. So we're going to use this as an example. This usually works far better because it is so bright. And so what we're going to do together is we are going to look at this bag, but we have to absolutely almost go into a trance. And we concentrate on looking at this pink for as long as possible, and we'll put an aerial view in a sec so that you can see. And after a little bit, if you just look at the edges of the bag, you might see something beginning to happen. And it should be, or it would be, in most people's cases, a little bit of a green sort of halo appearing around the edge. And then in time, when I feel the time has come, probably 2 or 3 minutes, I'm going to remove this bag and we should see a green bag. And that green is the complementary colour of this pink. So it isn't magic really, but it's also to prove that actually colour mixing isn't just a theory, it is actually something that happens to you. And that is used in advertising. It's used an awful lot more than you might imagine. Years ago and even now, it's used in religious iconography. So you might be looking at a particular colour, which then, as the colour flips in your brain, would lower the blood pressure. You know, it's quite a phenomenal, all of this, in fact. If you think about years ago, not that we have them so much now, but the navy blue uniform of the policeman, if you have a row of blue uniforms coming towards the rioting crowd, which is probably a red crowd, of course, because they're all, it will lower the blood pressure. So colour is used much more than we even realise it. All around us, it's a tremendous thing. So let's eyes down and have a good look for as long as possible. Don't look away. Don't just look at the bag and maybe the edges of it for as long as possible. I'm getting a little bit of a green wobble along here even now. It does need a white background, I would say. You might feel it's beginning to float a bit as well. and I'm getting quite a bit of green around this whole bit of white paper now. I am very near it, of course, so that is probably coming into play. Quite important for me. So just keep looking at it. If it doesn't work for you, try and set this similar situation up at home. All you need is a pink or any bright colour, blue, orange, doesn't matter what it is. Put it on a white background of some sort. I'm getting real green zim round here now. And incidentally, if you look at the colourists like Patrick Heron, Matisse, that was really what they were playing with these very pure colours and how they bounce around each other. There was an exhibition that we had in the Tate here in St Ives of his works that he did in Sydney in Australia, and the colours, he'd done them on white canvas, but the colours were almost straight out of the tube. And when you looked away in the gallery spaces to the white walls, you saw the after images, all those colours. It was just extraordinary. Right, I'm going to move this now, and I'm hoping that you are going to see a green bag where the pink bag was. I can see it, but I don't know whether you can. I think that's well, fingers crossed. So thank you. Don't forget, try it at home. It might work better than it does on the screen here. I would normally have it on the wall rather than the table. So thanks for joining us, and thanks, bye.
Want more tips, tricks and inspiration? Each of the short lessons are taken from one of our full courses in our extensive online library. We have over 100 courses available for you to watch on demand. Visit our website to find out more and hit subscribe for more creative inspiration.